Well, hi there, guys. Me and little buddy's been getting hungry, so I put his bowl over here. He's fed, and I guess he'll want to go out in a minute, so I'll let him out whenever he wants. But I'm about to walk on him. I got hungry and decided it's been ages since I've had romaine noodles. And I'm going to fix it my style, which is my version of Korean style romaine noodles. Let me get this up a little bit. And I look terrible because I've been out in the yard doing stuff. I did that garden update. I had to come in and cool off a little bit. And I'm not completely over my chest issue, but I feel a lot better. But I'm not 100% yet. But anyway, I'm going to start off with some beef strips. I just bought some beef the other day. Little buddy, I'm going to step on you. It was a, oh, now I can't remember the cut. A London broil is what it was. And I decided I was going to, instead of cooking it as a London broil, I was going to slice it up. And I was going to cook it as a, either stir fry, or I was going to cook it in my noodles. So I cut it all up and I repackaged it to about what I thought I would use in each recipe. And that camera is not straight. Now maybe. So first of all, I've put oil in. Well, I need to start my water for my noodles, because we are going to cook them separately. Oh, I don't think I want to do that one. I'll put it over here. Turn my fan on so I don't burn up. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to salt and pepper my London broil that I've sliced, and I've sliced it real thin. As you can see, it's real thin, about an 1/8 of an inch maybe. Slinted, it almost as thin as I could slice it. And I'm just going to put salt and pepper on it. Not going to put much seasoning on the meat because I'm going to put, well, I'll let you see in a minute. But I should have already had my noodles on. I think I need to fill up my shakers. But this is a quick and easy, inexpensive dish. I really should have this light on over here. I get it on, I can't reach it. Oh, come on. There. Something when you got to take a knife or a spatula or something to turn your light on. But we're going to fry that up real quick. Wash that out because I'm going to need it. I'm going to take my meat out of the pan. I mean, I had a viewer say that she wished that I'd quit washing my hands in the dish rag. Well, that's what the dish rag's for. I've got my hands in the dishwater. The dish rag is in the dishwasher. I mean, in the dishwater. So my hands are clean. And I use the dishcloth to get the food off of my hands when I'm handling the food. So there's nothing dirty about it. And I keep everything sanitized, so I don't think there's a problem with it. And what I'm going to do is just open my pack of just plain old romaine noodles. These are the chicken, but I'm not going to use the chicken packet. Not like you normally would think anyway. Drop that all over there. You want to go out, little buddy? Huh? Come on, I'll put you out here. Come on. You want to go out? Yeah, he's already been here and ate twice today, so he's not hungry. So we'll take that seasoned packet and save it for later. But you know what? There's 1,000,001 ways you can fix romaine noodles. You don't have to just fix them the way they come out of the package. And I got to get me some juice. I got me some Healthy Balance Mango Tangerine. Sounds really good to my thirsty body. And this is a great way that you can cook for 1 or 2 people. It just doesn't matter. I mean, if you got more than 1 person, double the recipe. It's just 1 of me, so this is going to be my meal for today. I had a little bit of breakfast this morning, and it's going to be my dinner, so. Oh, that mango is so good. It's always so hard to cook for just 1 person. So over the years, I've come up with recipes, you know, to cook so I could eat healthy and good food and just cook for 1 person if I wanted to. I don't have to cook for 2 or 3 people unless I want to. We're going to be using soy sauce. We're going to be using brown sugar, and I've got mine in a quart jar to keep the bugs out of it. And I've got chopped ginger and chopped spring onions that I'm going to be using. But this is a really good meal, and the quantity that I'm fixing is for 1 person, namely me, because I'm hungry and I want dinner. And I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about, all of you people that are living alone, and you say it's so hard to cook for 1 person. Well, you can come up with creative ideas to where you can just cook for 1 person. Just take 1 package of romaine noodles and do like I'm doing. And I'll show you in the end, it's going to be a really good meal. I forgot 1 ingredient over here. honey. Yeah, and I do occasionally put a couple of drops of Clorox bleach in my dishwater. It's not enough that's going to hurt my plants when I water them, but it's just enough to disinfect the water. So it keeps my rag, my dishcloth, not my rag, but my dishcloth sanitized. It keeps my counters sanitized when I wipe them with my cloth. And it also sanitizes my dishes since I do not have a dishwasher. And I could have cut this in thinner strips, but I didn't. I still, I was coming down with this bronchitis or whatever it was, and I wasn't feeling good when I got home from the grocery store. So I did everything in a rush. So I didn't take time to really cut it up any smaller. So we're just cooking our noodles separately. I never can understand why. I guess it's the ease of making the noodles is why they make them so long. But I almost feel like I got to cut my noodles to be able to eat them. But this was a pretty lean cut London broil. If you have a wok, you can fix this in your wok. Now I'm going to dump in my ginger and part of my green onions. I want to keep some of the tops just as a garnish on the top of my dish. And I'll cook the rest of it in here with it. Don't want to burn them, so I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I should have put my sugar in first. And I put in two almost level tablespoons of brown sugar. You want all that goodness scraped out of the pan. Well, I tell you, me and my son both have eaten our share of ramen noodles over the years. I know when he first started living on his own, things were real tight with him. I mean, he had a good job at Bluffs, but I don't think he was getting that many hours. So it took him a while to work his way up. Let's see, I'm going to add just a little bit of honey. And you can use any kind of honey. Mine just happens to be wild, raw, wildflower honey. temporarily turn that off while I drain my noodles. Now I'm going to turn my pan burner back on, and I'm simply going to dump my noodles in there. Dump my meat back in there, my little beef strips that I cut. And I think I need my fork and not my spoon for these noodles, because there's no way to really do them unless you break them up, because they're so long. But just mix all that goodness all up in your noodles. That's going to have such a good taste you're not going to believe. And I know some people could probably even cook it better than me. I've never used a wok. I've just always used a frying pan. And these professional people could always probably cook it a lot better than me. But we're just going to leave it in this hot pan with the burner on kind of medium-low until we get it all stirred up pretty good. We don't want it to burn. And then we're basically going to put it right in our bowl where we had put our meat. And it's not soup. And we did not use our seasoning packet. I'm saving that for, I think, tomorrow for a dish that I'm going to make. I'll use that. But then I'm going to put my onions on top that I had left. And I only had a couple of little green spring onions that I pulled out of the garden. But, see, I get it all over the place and I don't want the ants to come in. Yeah, see, I'm wiping my hands again. But you got to remember, I just had my hands in the dishwater, right along with the dishcloth. So what is unsanitary about me drying my hands off a little bit, you know, getting the dishwater off of my hands, when I already had both of them right in there? But there is my, what I call Korean romaine noodles. I mean, that's going to be real good with that little bit of brown sugar and stuff in it. So I'll say just a little prayer blessing before I eat, or try to even taste it, because I know it's hot. This stuff is really hot. Dear Lord, bless this food we're about to eat. Bless all the YouTube people out there in YouTube land. Keep them safe. Keep them healthy. Keep them maybe not wealthy, but well-to-do. Put it that way. Make them better off than what they are. And in your name, I pray, amen. You can tell I'm not, I just touched that hot burner. You can tell I'm not much on saying prayers, but here is my meal, y'all. And let's see if I can get some of these noodles out of here without getting half the bowl or half the plate of them. The trick is to twist them up on your fork like that. Y'all have the first bite, and I just dropped some in the floor. Y'all take the first bite. They're steaming hot. Mmm. Oh my God. That definitely puts a new twist on romaine noodles or romaine noodle soup. Let's see if we can get us a piece of meat in here. If you don't have honey, you don't have to use it. Just use brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, use your honey. I like both if I have both. It just gives it a flavor you would not believe. Here, take a bite with some meat on there. It's really good, I promise you. And if you don't have the money for the meat, fix the same recipe with the same ingredients, just omit the meat. You don't have to put the meat in there. But I guarantee you this will be the best tasting romaine noodles you have ever tasted in your life. Mmm. Oh my God. And that beef is so tender. Because it was the cut of beef, you know, it was the London broil. And the way I sliced it thin, it just makes it so tender when you go to eat it. Mmm. That is so good, y'all. You gotta try it. I promise you, you'll never look at romaine noodles the same way again if you ever try this dish. I mean, I've got lots of ways that I've doctored these things up over the year, and it's good. They're really good. Want another bite? Take another bite. Mmm. Mmm. That is so good, I can't tell you. It just, I was craving this dish. And man, to get it actually in my mouth and be able to eat it, oh, it's like heaven. Mmm. Yeah, if you got some romaine noodles and you got some onions, you got a little bit of ginger, you got some soy sauce, you got a little bit of brown sugar, or even honey. Put regular sugar in with honey. It'll work. And you can put any kind of beef in there. You don't have to use a London broil slice like this. You can take any kind of a stir-fry beef. Any kind of beef that'll be halfway tender for you to chew after you cook it like this to eat, you can put in this dish. But I promise you, you will not regret it. And I've got lots of other ways to fix these romaine noodles that you would not believe. And they'll be coming up in the future. But right now, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to wish y'all a good day. Stay healthy. Stay bright. Stay nice. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos if you haven't already. I need your support. I love each and every one of you that have already subscribed to my channel. I can't tell you how much. You mean the world to me. You brought me out of a stressful situation. I mean, when I first started my channel, I was down in the dumps. I was stressed out. And just getting my mind on doing my videos alone started helping me bring myself out of the depression I was in. And then when I started getting subscribers and all that, it just made me feel so good. I can understand what Stephen Hodges says when he says, I feel the love. Because, honey, I feel the love from all of you people. It's just done my heart real good. And I feel so much better today than I did 6 months ago, I promise. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, if you're a silent watcher, please like, share, and subscribe my videos. Hit the thumbs up button. Come back and watch all my videos. Watch them several times if you want to. I'm just a crazy lady from the country. Well, I go by the name of Linda Hauser, Lady in the Garden, but I left the crazy part out. I'm just a little tad off. But please continue to show your support. I love each and every one of you. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you on my next one. Bye now.